Hello, Roll Mithril here once again, getting back to MagMML 2, and it's time for the final talky bit of Tier 2. We played one stage here that has judge commentary, so let's get right to it. For 67th place, Icy Towers, something original. Snowrun Pyro. I like the idea behind the level, but unfortunately in execution, it's just kind of bland. The rooms tend to just lean towards, hey, here's some flat land, and then like all the enemies that appeared in this stage, one each. There's really not very many interesting setups at all, and the whole level just feels boring and empty. It doesn't really help that the stage ends in an edited Gutsman boss, where the only difference is basically the rock attack is easier to dodge. Half the obstacles in the level you can just rush past. Metal and cut sections are big offenders. The level just isn't that good. Cool concept, but not so great execution. Jupy Hornet. Why is everything so flat? Why does the song change for Gutsman's tile set but none of the others? Why is Gutsman throwing SNES logos at me? This level fills me with questions. Angel. This stage feels like kind of a retrospective of memorable sections of the first few classic titles, taking the gimmicks these stages used and transforming them into something that is of consistent difficulty and just pleasant and fun to play through. Granted, while the name mostly is false advertisement, it does not directly reuse the same layouts, but rather tries its own jab at the gimmicks. Most of them I found to be pretty nice, some of which, Metal Man's Room for instance, kinda dull. I'm just here thinking it'd be super cool if throughout this stage, two classic stages were always mashed up into one, with the tile sets and assets clashing together forming new challenges. That's kind of an interesting idea. I think that could maybe be done well. Gariri. Man, this is such a primitive stage. The level design, while not necessarily frustrating, is very lackluster and just feels empty most of the time. I don't even see any kind of potential in this level. The main idea is flawed to begin with. Also, did I mention that the graphics are really bad here? Anyway, it's a completely uninteresting level, and certainly one I do not like. And Ace Spark. This level's name is a blatant lie. Any gimmicks used are used to the bare minimum of requirements. Nothing is ever combined with any creativity. Although your Elect Man room was pretty fun, but that was the height of your stage. The enemy layouts are also pretty bland. There are screens with a single enemy on it and nothing else. There are things there simply to waste the player's time, like the screen with the 3 ladders. Others which seem utterly pointless. Big Snaky Fight has a ladder leading you to the height where you shoot the bugger to death. And there is a real overabundance of health pickups, ridding the level of any possible bite it might have had. It was not helped by how badly the tile sets are used. So many misused tiles, tiles in the wrong positions, and animations not being implemented. Then there was the boss. You may want to see a doctor, Gutsman. So, of these comments, I think I mostly agree with somewhere between Snowrun Pyro and Angel. I think the idea is good in concept, but it could have been done a lot better. It's still a decent enough stage. It has some effort put into it, but yeah, there were some rather empty areas, and just saying, there's probably a reason why in the official games, rooms generally limit the mole hallways to 4 moles on screen at one time. That was a bit spammy. But anyway, with that, the only other thing we had today was the fight with Ombudsman, which, yeah, I finally looked up where that was from. I've never actually played Mega Man 42. I think I've heard of it in passing, but I haven't really seen much of that one. So, yeah, I really don't know much at all about that one, but that's where it's from. Also, one other quick thing to show because it's rather absurd. That just looks really silly. But anyway, with that, that's all for now. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying the series so far, and I shall see you again next time. Until then, fare thee well.